So before we start, what is B-hop or bunny hopping? B-hop is a combination of air strafe and jump in order to gain speed to get from point A to point B. Unfortunately, B-hopping is not as effective as it was in Source or 1.6, but the element is still there to be used. Another thing is that it's miles harder to B-hop on 64-tick servers than it is on 128-tick. An example of a 128-tick server is ESEA servers or Faceit servers. The reason for this is that 64-tick servers are less consistent and the jumps are less accurate. So you could be jumping at one point and the game will register you'd be jumping a little bit later than usual. But you know, it's only fractions of a second, but within B-hopping this hurts a lot. So with all that out of the way, guys, let's jump straight into this and I'm going to teach you guys on how to B-hop. So guys, the first thing that you need to do in order to learn to B-hop is you need to bind your jump to something that's spammable, such as scroll wheel. So in order to bind it as scroll wheel, you're going to open up your console and type bind M wheel down plus jump or bind M wheel up plus jump. It all depends on what you're comfortable with, guys. I currently use both and I prefer to use both so I can scroll down or up in order to jump. You guys can do that or you guys can just use one, whatever one you want to, guys. Before you go any further guys, obviously after you've bound it, if you haven't actually tried and see which one's comfortable, you need to actually learn in order to jump with it. So the first part is to try and jump forward. I know it sounds silly, guys, but hold W and just jump forward, and then as you land, jump again. Try and do this as consistent as possible, and once you have this and you jump as soon as you hit the ground, do it again. So hold W, but as soon as you jump, let go of W and just keep scrolling forward, and you guys should travel in a straight line forward. So once you have that and you can actually do it, there you go, you're practically B-hopping. Whoa, before you go any further, guys, wait, let's add some strafes into that, because strafing is what gets us our speed. Okay, so you can B-hop in a line, but you're not yet B-hopping properly. So the next part you need to learn is actually strafing. So you're asking, why do we actually need to strafe? You need to strafe to take advantage of the air acceleration. That is actually implemented in CSGO and has been with Counter-Strike for quite some time. That is how B-hopping works, that is how it shall always work. Open up your console and type CL_show pos 1. This will bring up some information in the top left corner of your screen. We're only interested in the vel or velocity, the one at the bottom. The velocity is normally 250, so we're running at 250 usually, but to effectively B-hop, we need to put that between 250 and 300. You're asking, why do you need to keep it under 300? Can we not just go to 1,000 so we go super duper quick? You could do in Counter-Strike Source and 1.6, that's why B-hopping was so much easier back then, but now they've limited to 300. So in CSGO, if you actually go over 300 units per second, as soon as you hit the ground, the game will automatically slow you down back down to 250. So in order to counter this, to be slowed down in the air, is we're actually going to strafe in the air and go over 300 because it doesn't slow us down in the air, but before we land we need to make sure we're under 300. So to see what I mean by this is just to practice your strafing skills, guys. So in order to strafe left, obviously you're going to run forward, you're going to jump, you're going to let go of W as you jump, hold A and move your mouse to the left. This will strafe your left. And to strafe right, you're going to do the same again. Hold W, jump, let go of W, hold D and move your mouse to the right. Still confused, guys? Watch this example and you guys will know what I mean. Okay, so now watch again, but watch the velocity. Look at the bit at the bottom. As you can see, it goes above 250. That is what we're going to use to our advantage. Okay, so the next part, so now you know how to strafe left and how to strafe right, as well as how to go over the 250, but make sure you're under 300 when you land. Strafe out and back in again. So we're going to do this in B-hopping to start with, is the basics of B-hopping. Don't understand what I mean? What you're going to do is you're going to run forward, you're going to strafe out and back in, and then jump, strafe out and back in. So what you're going to do is you're going to run forward, you're going to let go of W, strafe out, back in, and then as you hit the ground, jump, strafe out, back in, jump, and just keep doing that and learn to do that. And once you guys can do that and you're consistently doing that, you can then add some more creativity into it. So obviously run forward, and then when you want to start B-hopping, strafe out, and as you hit the ground, strafing out, jump, strafe in, all stuff like that. You can do all kinds of stuff, guys. Teach your own way. Obviously, B-hopping is not going to come to you naturally. You guys need to practice, practice, and practice. And as soon as you become a B-hopping pro. Thank you guys for watching again. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Adios.